Get ready. This week's Bauman Farms YouTube video is gonna knock your socks off. I have the craziest, most beautiful plants I have ever grown. I highlighted these amazing fuchsia trees several weeks ago. When I talked about them, I was just like, oh, look, this is a new plant coming in. We planted up one. So many comments, so many people have been asking for them, and I am blown away with how beautiful these are. I'm gonna take you through the 4 different varieties of fuchsia trees we have available, and this first one is like the ultimate tiny dancer. This particular variety is called Display, which I've never heard of before, but it's a single petal fuchsia, which you'll see some bigger, fluffier varieties here in a second. Fuchsias always drop their foliage, and when it's a single petal, oftentimes they don't make as big of a mess, which I really think is nice. And if you zoom in, the purple flowers with the red bracts coming up and that beautiful stamen coming to the center, it is just a gorgeous color. And I've never grown these before. This is brand new. I've never seen anyone have these particular ones before. This is a special selection that we found where they're kind of pre-programmed for us. And you can see here we have these beautiful long stems that have taken over a year to get ready. I'm still kind of debating. I kind of like some of the leaves on them, but I think it looks a little more regal, a little cooler when you take the foliage off. So we'll probably do some of each. I don't think it really matters in the long-term care of the plant, but I also am going to play around with these, and I want anybody who buys some from us this year to send me pictures and tips as you grow, because this is the first year we've ever had them. They're getting nice and full, beautiful. I actually think on some of these, I'm gonna tip some of them a little bit just to keep it branched and full as we go through the year, because I'm worried that if they get too big, the branches are gonna fall and break. So by just giving them a little tip, I think we're gonna keep the blossoms going. We're gonna keep the fuchsias looking great throughout the year. And it's also gonna keep a little bit more uniform ball. I absolutely think you could keep them going. Like I said, it's brand new. I've never done this, so I'm unsure exactly how big it's gonna get, but let me tell you, these are growing, they're beautiful. This first one here is Display. So pretty, and for Mother's Day at Bauman Farms, we have these on special for only $30. I have seen fuchsia trees for $80, $100. Granted, some of them are a little bigger than this. They have like a metal mesh holding them up. These are just a giant standard with a pole, and they're so beautiful, so gorgeous, so happy with how these turned out. I want to introduce you all to Elma. What a beautiful fuchsia. We were just walking over here, Jessica and me were looking at it, Jessica was like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite. And then she saw the next one go, oh, but that one's really pretty too. The 4 varieties we have are so beautiful. I like the smaller flowers. Like I said, I don't think they make as big of a mess. You're gonna have a really nice full. This is just a beautiful white with some peak stripes to it. It's got that, just this beautiful kind of feminine touch to it. Really pretty. I love them looking like little tiny dancers. They're so pretty. I can tell that this variety, compared to Display that I showed you last time, is going to be more compact. Now, there's a couple of things to remember with fuchsias. Jessica, if you can kind of zoom on in here, you can see this one right here is done blooming. This is its seed pod. And in order to keep your fuchsia blooming, you need to pinch it back on the other side of the seed. You want to get that whole pod off. That's what's going to keep them blooming throughout the summer. So you do want to go through and deadhead them every so often. I'm a little more hesitant to pinch this one back. You can see, I mean, it's just loaded with buds. When you spur some new growth, you'll get more blossoms. So I might wait a little bit longer on this variety, let her just bloom her little heart out. When she starts slowing down, give it a nice trim, give her some extra fertilizer, and then really let them kind of fill out and bloom again throughout the year. All of the 4 varieties that we have are not hardy. You cannot leave this outside. It will die during the wintertime. But fuchsias are pretty easy to trim back during the winter. Let them hold on. You can put them in a garage. Almost forget about them. They just probably don't want to go below 38. Get into those mid-30s, you're going to be in problems. 40 is probably okay. And then bring it back out in the springtime and just let her off and she goes. But Elma, she's such a beautiful plant. Angela. Angela is gorgeous. I'm a sucker for purple. Y'all know I love purple, and the tiny purple flowers with the red buds on the outside of it. Ugh, so beautiful. This variety is definitely the most compact out of the 4 varieties that we have. It is also blooming a lot later. I had to hunt. There's a lot of these in here that are not blooming at all yet. So I had to hunt for some flowers that were open, and I should turn it around because I turned the most pretty flowers to me because I wanted to see them. But you'll see those beautiful, just tiny purple flowers in there, so pretty. One thing that you will notice on growing these trees is they've been snipped, but if you look down here, you can see it's starting to bloom down around the stalk. If you really want to keep the tree habit, you can take these off as it grows. And you may have to do that, or it's just going to kind of turn into a bush. But if we keep pinching off those little leaves, you'll get more of that kind of standard habit to it. This is in a 10-inch planter. I think this is just fine for this year. If you're going to hold them over for future years, I would probably bump it up to a 12, 14-inch planter next year, give it a little bit of fresh soil. But for the first year, I think 10-inch will be just fine to keep these beauties blooming all summer long. Last but not least, meet Britney. Britney has the fullest, thickest blossoms out of all of them. You can see she is absolutely covered with blossoms, looking great, doing wonderful. I don't think I would pitch this one back like I did with the display, at least not yet. Maybe later on you can. There's a couple things that I want you to watch out for. Anytime that a plant really dries out, it becomes susceptible to pests. A weakened plant, a plant that maybe got nipped by cold, all of those are signs that bugs just kind of attract to them. So you want to really stay on a regular watering schedule with them. They all have good drainage in them. So, I mean, I would be watering it every day, every other day, regularly. That will keep the plant happy and healthy and kind of wards off a lot of pests. But spider mites are always a natural fuchsia problem. And for spider mites, I like to always look right at this new growth up here. That's where you're going to first start to see the webbing. That's where I'm going to be paying attention to. Likes that new growth. That's where the mites are attracted to kind of suck out the juices. As you can see, you see none of that here. They're absolutely beautiful. The other thing that I watch for is aphids. And a lot of times with aphids, you'll see them more like on the petals. You'll see they can be black. There's black aphids. There's green aphids. There's a lot of different types of aphids, but I'll see them on the petals of the blossom. They kind of stand out a little better before I see them anywhere else. These are looking fantastic. I did not buy near enough of these, but I had no idea they were going to be so beautiful. I am so excited to see how they do at home for you. So please keep us along for the ride. Send us comments and displays of pictures because I'm so happy with these. It turned out so good. But we are not done today because it is approaching Mother's Day weekend here at the farm and everybody is coming to pick out their custom hanging baskets, and I want us to go walk through and see some of my favorites. We're in greenhouse number 8. This is where all the special orders live, and just looking around, I love walking through here. At the end of the day, like, it's my escape, and I love seeing all the different combos that people are bringing out. There's been kind of a theme this year that I've noticed, and I'm going to walk you through some that I think have done it successfully and some who maybe I would have made a different choice. Let's just say that. Everybody this year, even whether it's in baskets and planters, everybody has put a lot of height to the center of it. And you have to be careful in a hanging basket. I mean, one, like for example, this is an 18-inch basket. We're going to pull it down because I want to show it to you. It's really pretty. If it gets too high, you're not going to see it. The basket's already way the heck up there, probably wherever you're at. You could put it on the ground and use it as a planter, which I don't know, some of these people may be doing. But you'll see what I mean. There's been a lot of choices that reflect that this year, and interesting options. For example, this beautiful hanging basket, I mean, is gorgeous. I do not put dahlias in the middle of my hanging baskets often, but this is Carmine, which is a new dahlia from Proven Winners. It's a beautiful red. We've got the Diamond Frost Euphorbia in there with, this is Cappuccino, Calabricoa, Inferno the red. This, oh, so beautiful. We've also got a Crazy Tunia. This is Ginger Snap. There's a lot going on in here. We have Black Medusa. We have White Lobelia, Red Verbena. Obviously, I did not design this combo. There's a lot, but I mean, I can see how somebody would be so happy with this. I think it's so pretty, and I've never put dahlias in the center, but I think that this one really turned out really well. And let's see Jessica Carden. She has 2 different combos. Jessica, I love this. I think it's really pretty. All right, you can kind of see how my theme is working out here. Let's pull this out so you can see it. This is JoJo's. JoJo, you know I love you. JoJo's worked from us before. She's just an amazing friend of Bauman Farms. But she put a sunflower in the middle of the hanging baskets. I'm not sure where she's putting these. It's not a choice I would make. But this works. Like, I just think we're using the Crazy Tunia Ginger Snap in here again. We've got this beautiful sunflower in the center. Maybe she's putting them in. Everybody's been really doing well with the Black Medusa. This is brand new from Proven Winners this year. And this is also using Inferno the orange. It's a really nice, really strong orange petunia. It's a 14-inch basket. I would have never done this, but this is very inspirational to me. Really pretty. I'm excited to see how this turns out. So JoJo, take me pictures and let me see what this does this summer. Here's another dahlia in a hanging basket. And Steven, who's one of our growers, is here with me, and we're just kind of sorting through everything. I'm just deadheading as I go here. We're not gonna lie, it's kind of really pretty. I would have never put a dahlia in a hanging basket. This has Superbena white, Laguna dark blue. This is Vivid Violet, which is a dahlia from Proven Winners. It's beautiful. I would have not done this. Darcy, Nottington, Notton. She's got 3 others besides this. It's really pretty. Okay, take a look at this. Again, don't usually do this. You can see my theme emerging this year, but look at this heliotrope. This is heliotrope from Proven Winners. This is Aromagica. It's a beautiful variety. It's totally filled in the top of the basket really well. We have Bordeaux, Hoopla, Vivid Orchid. Oh, this brand new Calabricoa has been so good. This is Neo Rose Flash. So glad a lot of people have used it. What a beautiful combo. Never put heliotrope in a basket. You can see where so many of you have been coming up with such cool options. Karen Saunders. Nice choice. I'm excited to see how it goes. A lot of people have also chose salvias for the center of their hanging baskets this year. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. This is Blue Suede Shoes. It's one of my favorites because it has really dark brackets with a really pretty light blue flower, which is beautiful. It just gets kind of big for a 12-inch. This is a 12-inch hanging basket. This salvia is going to get up to here. And it's going to bloom. The hummingbird's going to love it. That's great. I love the blue flowers. This is Tea Flamingo. This is one of my favorite petunias. I think these colors are really pretty together. They've also mixed in the dark Medusa potato vine. I am just worried this is going to get too big. You can definitely pinch it back. Several customers who have picked up their baskets that put salvia in the middle, I've talked to them about pinching them back. If I pinch it back, like for example here, I would go all the way down into here to pinch it. It's going to take this flower off, but it's going to fill in a little bit better. So when you come to pick up your custom baskets, oftentimes I'll talk about how I might adjust it or take care of it to keep it going really well. Sandra Mosier brings in her iron hangers for us, and I think she worked with Mary on this. I could be wrong, but I think this is very successful. This is a begonia called Sweet Spice Apple Blossom, and oh, look at those flowers. So pretty, but she's got a lot going on. We even have a geranium in here. It must get some sun in the top. And I love Tom West fuchsia. If you've watched us for a while, you know that this is one of my favorite fuchsias. And there's a Calabricoa in here too. This is the brand new double grapefruit. Really pretty varieties here. Let's look at the next one that Sandra did, because I really like, this is Coleus all the lava. And I think it really paired nicely with the chartreuse. This is Mini Me chartreuse. It's also got some begonias and geraniums in here. It'll be interesting to see how the sun and shade kind of mix together on this for her. I'm Sandra, keep me up to date. Let me know how it goes. But interesting combos. With the new varieties each year, I love to see the things that you guys pair with it, because a lot of times I don't have a lot of experience with them either. This gives me a lot of inspiration and guidance on kind of what works and what doesn't work. So this is all new varieties from Proven Winners. We have the new Mini Vista. This is Pink Cloud. We have the new Super Bells. This is Double Grapefruit. And we have the new Lobelia Royal Lilac. I like all the colors. I think the colors are really good. There's just some things we're going to watch for and notice in here. You're going to see that the Lobelia seems to be pretty upright. This new Royal Lobelia doesn't seem to be very trailing, which is okay. Like, I think they're going to kind of lay down as they go up. But you'll notice a lot of lobelia in the top of the basket, which is good to know when using this lobelia. You'll also notice that this Super Bells is kind of coming down. So sometimes you see how it kind of has a split between the lobelia in the top and these going down. Just something to be thinking about when you're playing them together. But I do think all of these colors are really pretty. Sure, let's see here. Rachel, this is Rachel Schuler. Baskets. She has 2 of them. Really pretty, really trying some of our new stuff. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I think this basket is something very interesting. I'm liking a lot of components of this. I might change some of it for me, but I'm interested to see, who is this? Who do we got here? Shauna Weinstein. She's got 6 baskets, and this is interesting. Okay, so we have the James Britannia. This is Safari Dusk. I have not used this a lot in a hanging basket, but it's really pretty here, especially with this Super Beaner Whiteout. I love the potato vine with it. And this Pink Cloud, I really like this Pink Cloud with the James Britannia and the white. I love this. Now, this James Britannia, this is Kufia Vermillionaire up here, is really pulling out the orange in the James Britannia, really nice. This pink coming, I have a hard time with pink and orange. I'm interested to see what she thinks when she picks it up. But you have all those elements, and then we have this really bright yellow with the lemon slice Thunbergia. There's a lot going on here, but I tell you, every time I come out here, I come by these baskets and I go, huh, it's not something I would do. I love to see how this is all coming together. Lots of textures, lots of different flower sizes and structures with this. So it's a win. It's just different. It's really pushing me, which I love. I love to see kind of with some of these new ones, how the growth habit goes. And let me tell you, talk about flower power. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. That's gorgeous. So this is a brand new petunia. This is Pink Cashmere. I had no idea the level of vigor to it. I would have been very hesitant to pair it with Vista Silverberry, which is super vigorous, Vista Jazzberry, also super vigorous. But look how well it's kept up, and I like the larger blossom with it. This is really exciting. I love this combo. Talk about flower power. Beautiful flower power. Jessica just reminded me, whose is this? Let's look. These, like, we put these tags in here sometimes. Diane Fitzpatrick. I love it. Okay, now, here's another use of a lot of new flowers, okay? We got Cool Jazz, Saffron Finch, which is new. We're coming back seeing that James Britannia. And you can also see the Calabricoa double grapefruit kind of coming in. And I think this is beautiful. What a great, see how they're all kind of mixing together. We've got different colors and textures in there. I think this is a winner. It is so, I'm so sad because you're all going to come pick these up now.
This is that one.
And I don't get to keep looking. Lee Martin, this is your basket. It's like all my little babies. I feel like a schoolyard teacher who's been teaching them and coaching them throughout the season. And then at the end of the school year, you got to send them all back away to someone else. And I've really grown attached to some of these beauties. Now's the time though. The baskets are looking great. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear your feedback on what worked, what didn't work for you. So please take pictures, follow along. Jessica and me will kind of try and keep you up to date. I'm hoping we can make one more trip back out here for this season before you guys take them all away and show you some more of the cool stuff. If these are some of your baskets, let me know. I can't wait to see you. Come on out to the farm. Mother's Day weekend is always crazy, but we have extra staff, extra people to make sure that whether you're the mom or you're bringing your mom with you, like I want you to feel special. So we're excited to see you come out to the farm and come get your hanging baskets.